Hi, good afternoon, and thank you for tuning in on this, where I'm at on this rainy, dreary Thursday. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about, a few tips that you can use whenever you're going to go grocery shopping at the grocery store. These are a few that work for me that I highly recommend. One, before you go grocery shopping, please make sure you do not go and grocery shop on an empty stomach. You will regret it because what will wind up happening is when you go in there to go and grocery shop to get what you need, you're going to wind up spending more money because everything that you look at as you're shopping to get what you need is going to encourage you to spend more money, and it usually happens. So definitely make sure you eat something before you go shopping. The second thing that I do recommend and I like to do is like for example, where I'm at, my Publix grocery store, every Thursday they come out with a new sale, and it runs Thursday to Wednesday. So what I do is I will go look at the circular online, and I will go through the sales and see what the items are. It gives me the ability to add it to my list. So once I have it all set up in my digital grocery list on the Publix website, all I've got to do is go over to the app, tap the app, go down to where it has the grocery list, tap on that, and that whole list pops up. Not only does the list pop up itself, but it also tells me what aisle that particular item is located on. So that way, all I have to do is, as I'm, going along doing my shopping, um, it all falls into place. The third thing I like to do is if you are going to go to the store and if you go to the meat section, I do recommend going in the mornings for the simple fact. I'm not saying so much Publix, although it can happen on occasion, but some grocery stores will lower the price on some of your meats, because of the expiration date. So to get the better buys that I have found, someone else may tell you different. This is from my experience. I have been known to go in the mornings, probably right about the time they open, and go to the meat counter, and you can usually find a decent selection of, marked down meats, chicken, things like that. What I do recommend, if at all possible, is if you're going to cook it, I recommend cooking it that day or possibly maybe freezing it, but using it not long thereafter. Um, so that's another good way to save money in the meat section when it comes to um, things like that. Also, another thing I like to do when it comes to meats, if you get something that's on the thick side, what I recommend doing is let it get about halfway frozen, and then you take it, open it, and then you can slice it. And you might be able to get 3, maybe 4 cuts of meat out of that, and then it's not so bad in price. And I also recommend doing that also if you buy any type of meats at, regular cost. Like, for example, one of the meats that I like to eat, it's on the pricey side. But is it really on the pricey side? Think about something. I do like tenderloin. You go into the store, you look down, oh my gosh, this is $35, this is $40. I can't afford this, this is too expensive. Well, no. Think about this. If you buy a pack of tenderloin, I'm just using that one for example, it could be ribeye or any other, but primarily in the case of the tenderloin, you have 4 pieces about yay big, and it's about so thick. Well, cut it down. You might be able to get 4 fillets of steak out of 1 piece of tenderloin, so that's 4, 8, 12. Now, take those 12 pieces of steak, divide it into $35. Look at what you get. It really isn't as bad in cost as you think it is. And I'm just using that particular cut of meat for example. Ribeye, the same way. If you get a thick cut, you might be able to get 2. If you have 3 ribeyes in a pack, or 4, say a family pack, you can get 2, 4, 6, and if you have 4 steaks, 8 steaks for whatever the cost a ribeye may be. So it's not as expensive as you think it is, when you go out and buy red meat, because you're not factoring in that you can take the cut of meat and slice it down once it's about halfway frozen. So I definitely encourage those particular tips right there. I know that they do work very well for me because, one, I do like to go grocery shop. I do like to cook. Honestly, you're much better off preparing your own food than going out to a restaurant. Not that I don't like to go dine out. On occasion, it's fine. But think about this. People forget this. When you go and order a meal at a restaurant and they cook it in the back, what are they exactly doing to your food? You don't know that. You can't see it. All you know is you put the order in with the waiter or waitress. It's sent to the back, it's cooked, and it's brought to you. You don't know any more than that. So, when you cook your own food at home, you know exactly what you're doing to it. You know exactly what ingredients, what the way you cook it, all the way out. In a restaurant, you do not. So definitely keep that in mind. Anyways, I want to thank all of you for tuning in on this dreary, wet Thursday afternoon where I'm at. Be on the lookout for another video, possibly on Saturday. At this point, I'm not 100% sure if I will have a video go up on Saturday because of a couple of things that have recently happened. Nothing bad, but it's throwing my schedule of doing things off just a little bit. So right now I'm at a 50-50 on Saturday, and then of course you guys know about my Recipe Tuesday at 6 a.m. So be on the lookout for that. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Thursday, and I will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.